Well, I know I get a lot of criticisms for apparently doing the rage bait. Well, I'm going to try to be as generous as possible because this thing is, well, okay. So I am a Karate Kid fan, so it's hard to judge this. But just from the trailer, and again, only going with the trailer, what's in the trailer, this thing is so, the next thing you say is really superficial. It's really superficial. And they're not really hiding. This is technically its own chapter. And yes, I know this sounds hilarious. This is technically Karate Kid Part 4, or technically now Part 5, because Jackie Chan is in it. So, what chapter are we in? I don't know. I don't care. And yes, apparently this is part of the Cobra Kai universe too. It used to be so simple. What was the Karate Kid? It was 3 films. Then Hilary Swank, whatever reason, did her film with Pat, and that's its own thing. And now it's like this behemoth monster. So what is the story? Well, Ben Wang, as the lead character, is just we're just doing Karate Kid almost beat for beat. Uh, well, okay, let me just start off what I really didn't like, which was, and by the way, I'm a hip hop fan. I like rap music. I like hip hop. I've listened to it for decades, but a lot of this new stuff I don't like. And this is that same thing over and over. I'm like, oh my god, just the soundtrack was so annoying. I will grant them a point. I thought they were gonna do every stereotype and like, are they just gonna do 80s music? No, they don't do 80s music. No, we're gonna use the new music, which is really terrible and stupid. So that it was annoying. I could still hear the dialogue. I'll be fair, but oh my god, that music was annoying. Oh, so annoying. Okay, so what is the story? It is just the Karate Kid, although they're adding some Asian touches. So the kid is apparently from some Asian country. We're going to keep it nebulous. It's no spoilers. And he goes to New York, whereas the original story is going to California. Okay. And let me just do a little with John Wick. Let me get very quick. I don't want to lose people. So with the John Wick, they also have their version of New York. That is not New York. I've been to New York tons of times. So they will do things in John Wick films that are funny. We're like, okay, he's walking down that street, so he should be near Penn Station. So if that's near, this is what should. Nope, he's magically teleporting all over the city. Fine, that's John Wick. That's its own mythology. And okay, some things do seem like they shot it in New York. Okay, but this does not feel at all like the real New York, at all. And putting aside the premise really wouldn't make sense today. Like, if you're being bullied, good or bad, kids do. Kids immediately grab weapons and start being violent towards one another. Well, also put aside, now most schools have tons of security. They just have security guards. I didn't have that growing up. Like, the idea, like, wait, you're like, what? Yeah, people check bags now for weapons. So, how is this bullying even happening? Like, wait, wouldn't there be security guards? How is this even happening? And oh, they're adding some elements not in the original film. I'll be fair, like they're adding elements, and you're like, oh my god. And there's also things that just wouldn't add up. Like apparently the mother character, because this is they're just photocopying the first one, is a doctor apparently. So you're like, wait, if she's a doctor in New York, she should be making lots of money, right? So right off the bat, it's not a problem if he's getting bullied. We'll put that aside how silly it is because he already seems to know martial arts. So, okay, fine, whatever. She has enough money to just leave or relocate like that. Like that. Like, this is just not hard. Oh, right. So, yeah, the story just seems like spaghetti nonsense. And then we're going to add in Jackie Chan and Daniel. Oh, yes. Daniel's a part of this because he needs not just one teacher, he needs two teachers to give him a special karate. I mean, the whole point of the first one is the guy didn't have any real martial arts in background at all. But now it's like he begins with martial arts, he gets one teacher, and we get another teacher. And there's also no tension because like Jackie Chan is like, I need you to help me train the boy. And Ralph is like, No, no, I can't teach the boy. No, I could never do that. Well, there's no tension. Obviously, he's going to go to New York, train the kid. So, what was the point? So there's no like, what was the point? I mean, we know he's going to go to New York. Anyway. So, okay. So, is there anything good about this? Well, again, having heard from the other reviews, this is part of Cobra Kai. However, if you do love Cobra Kai, and let me be very clear, I've only seen little, and I mean little bits and snatches of Cobra Kai. I have not really seen the episodes or the seasons, so I'm coming in totally fresh. I am bringing 0.0 from Cobra Kai. I'm bringing nothing from Cobra Kai. I swear to God. It doesn't ruin anything in Cobra Kai. So it is part of this larger universe, apparently, the Karate Kid universe. It does not really touch upon or affect, apparently, the major stories. So if you're worried that they're destroying Cobra Kai, nope. It is part of the extended universe, but it is not really touching upon the main stories. It does have those characters. I'm not going to give away, but yes, it's not just Daniel. Another character apparently appears in this film, and that's pretty lame too. Oh, okay, but there you go. I didn't see Cobra Kai. I'm like, wait, isn't that a bad guy? It's like, no, 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 it's different. Cobra Kai, now he's a good guy. Like, okay, I mean, I guess I could believe that. Even in the first film, he kind of seemed a little good. Although the whole point of that film is he was really bad. He was really bad. So, yeah. And listen, I do understand. I've gone to some auditions. I'm trying to get back into acting. Being an actor is tough. So I don't really begrudge people getting the paychecks, especially some new people here. But really, I mean, what is the point? Is there any real connection to the first trilogy? Genetically, yes. This is now canonically part of that universe, but no, no. It is just lamely using the Karate Kid label and saying, "Hey, remember the thing? Remember the thing from the first one? We're doing that thing again." And they are copying almost everything. Like, oh, Daniel develops a romance with Elizabeth. They're doing that again. Yeah, they're going to do that. And oh, yeah, even the pseudo Neo Confucian. Oh, branches in one tree. We're going to do that again. Banzai. Banzai coming back. So if you really do love the trilogy, as I do, and yes, it has issues. I don't agree with a lot of people think part three was terrible, but I do agree, even part three, they were really tapping into the nostalgia of the first film. Even the third part is already really repeating the first film, and it didn't make any sense. So, but I still think the third one is a very decent film, above average. I feel no shame in enjoying or watching that film. That thing still has incredible moments, and it feels still connected to the first film. This thing, it is what it is. It's a Frankensteinian monster. It's like, okay, and the only good thing here seems to be the kid. The kid seems to be an actual good actor. He actually seems motivated to be what he is, but that's about it. It just seems, and but even the bad guys look so lame, and I'm like, they're just not even being creative at all. Like, oh, his name is Connor Day. Connor Day? That's it? We've gone from Cobra Kai and John Kreese to Day. Right. Right. We are. So, well, let me just judge the trailer. I guess the usual judgment should be, am I excited or want to see this film? Absolutely not. Were there some redeeming moments? Yeah, just as a trailer, it did do a few things correctly, as a trailer should. So I will give the trailer a severe 3 out of 10. This does not make me excited to see this film at all. At all. This just looks like what it looks like. It looks like really weak, bad corporate propaganda, and not particularly enjoyable.